Okay.
Green light?
Green light.
Yeah. Anything good?
Dude.
Yeah.
We're on the internet.
Hello and welcome to Family RPG and Dave's Leonard, your Dungeon Master for Arcana
Of the ancient.
of the Ancients.
Oh, can't see that.
In the Lotus Dimension.
Season 2. I'm sure those creators would love us to come back to that game, but I really have no idea how to run it differently.
Mm-hmm.
Find dumpster. Light match.
Wow. I'm sure they'd love to hear that. They're like, we anticipate, you're rerunning and trying to see whether we've improved our game or not. And it's like, please, comments. And
Nope.
So, for a point of inspiration, what happened last episode?
Season 2, episode 6 was entitled Court of the Sphere.
Yeah.
When we first started out, we had a choice to make. We could either find the Mayor Farrand, or help the group of thugs. And we decided to help the mayor. No one blends in with the crowd and finds Mayor Farrand and tells her the important info that he knows about the narrative walls and about Oliver and his crew wanting to steal from the Shin House. So we decided to turn down the thug's offer to help them after Mayor says that she will have soldiers keep an eye out for the activity of the thugs. We see some of the group heading outside of town, and others heading towards the Burroughs house. The Burroughs being Edward Burroughs' family.
Edgar.
Edgar Burroughs, sorry.
Rest his soul.
Rest his soul, yes. He was a very brave and honorable hero. The Burroughs house. Burroughs' house is empty, though, when we got there. So no one and I go outside of town. We see... we see guard. I can't read my writing. Something. And Oliver and goons are climbing in hatch. Four guards at each corner of the Shin House. Elrond notices Oliver is pointing at spots on the ground. I open the hatch and hold on as the vehicle burrows down into the ground, and I'm stuck in there with unnamed guy from the thugs. I knock him out with Mephatic's staff. Oliver is on top of the Shin House and trying to use laser to build a hole. In from the top. Oliver is knocked out cold on the ground and died on hit, cracking his skull. The rest of the gang is captured and Oliver is dead. I didn't succeed in morphing myself into the vehicle. I succeeded in throwing some darts for 20 shin, because we went around town and looked around the festival for things to do. I threw some darts. I found an old man who knew about the Court of the Sphere. He said it's a 2-day drive to where we need to go. A stone tower along the coastline is in ruins. A population of 20,000 could be knighted if proven worthy by performing certain duties and representing them well. We each pay 10 shin for lodging. And we're not going to talk about the duties part of it. And pay 40 for extra tank of fuel, as Doom Buggy has a tank worth already in it. No one passes Nope, his healing word. Nope and I passed driving school. I do remember that. While no one in Elrond plays festival games. I'm driving, on caps. So we head off towards the west.
If you only see it through 30 feet without disadvantage.
Yes.
Elrond notices humanoid shape made of glass floating alongside us as we're going along in the desert, reforming itself with the desert sand. No one has heard of this humanoid creature. This creature looks in our direction and floats higher in the air. Veers off towards the south as we leave him alone. I found what I found what the vehicle was stuck on and jury rig a solution to get it loose. We noticed a creature, humanoid shimmer, going in and out of reality, phase shift, and incorporeal movement. I miss with arrow, and it becomes corporeal again towards me. I take 13 damage. Nope uses magic missile. Dishes out 9 damage. No one casts fairy fire and hits it. Elrond uses longsword. No one dishes out no one takes 3 force damage. And I miss with the Mephetic Staff. The creature phase shifts into a different dimension. No one uses healing words on me for 7 points to heal me. The creature moves towards Nope. Nope hits 6 magic missiles at the creature. No one acrylic blast creature.
Eldritch blast.
Eldritch blast the creature. It attacks Nope, and the head shrivels. The HK. The HK.
Yes.
HK shrivels up, and it's just a skull now.
So sad.
Yeah, we no longer have HK.
We have a very huge skull. Yes.
8 with Mem from Nope. I don't know what that means. No one uses lacerate for. Okay, no one uses lacerate for 20 slashing damage and 1 level of exhaustion. Elrond missed his attack. 1 shoot for 1 piercing damage with arrow, and 2 force with swing and missile, and creature shifts and goes straight down into the ground. I drive us away into the Doom Buggy. Abacus was a creature that attacks us and feeds off Luminera. So that creature goes away without us killing it.
Come on, get to the war cry.
Getting there. It's the last half page. No one and a Nope take the first watch. I notice a few foxes darting around. They run away. Elrond takes third, and nothing happens. I drive us the rest of the way to our destination, come across a large, crumbling facility with 4 or 5 of the same creatures floating around it. Nope sneaks in with his floating box. No one sneaks in as well. They see blue liquid and glass cases in separate room. Smart fluid housing canisters. Stored consciousness directly connected to the beings floating outside. Nope, and no one attempts to kill 20 people with a piece of paper, oil, and cast bonfire. They both take 20 fire damage as bodies and buildings explode to nothingness.
There we go.
In a blue puff of smoke. Nope drives us away from the explosion. That's where I have us left.
1 point to tank.
I was actually wondering if you were about to start giving us what our combat rolls were. You're listing the damage. You might as well roll the attack roll on there.
Well, I just wanted to be thorough.
Very.
You might uncover a Henry Thoreau at some point.
We lost HK.
Is your real name David?
Alright.
Well, I figured that noise we were hearing before was actually the fan in the bathroom.
Ah.
It's super loud.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so it wasn't
Super loud.
great.
Alright.
So,
So what's the name of this episode?
the Knights of Ledon. As you finally made it to Ledon.
Lead on.
And your Jeep is out of gas.
How do you spell Ledon?
Ledon.
L-E.
And we need gas.
Okay.
I have 80 portion. And you said they're 50 a tank?
Yes, for a day. And you have the internal tank and the external one that's you bought with an extra protection that's hanging outside both rented.
Yeah.
Anybody have enough for it?
145.
You have 145?
Yeah.
You want to buy one and I'll buy another?
Sure.
Alright, let's
Are
go.
they available to be bought?
Sure.
Can I try to get a discount?
Make a persuasion check.
I'll
There
just-
comes your 50.
17.
You can get them each for 40.
All right.
Okay.
Well, hey, it
Wasn't
works.
that your minimum?
Yes.
Oh.
I rolled a 6.
I'll buy one. You can buy the other.
Yeah.
All right. We got
Alright.
two. We bought two of these guys.
Maybe we should have like the community pool, and then the others.
The others?
Like we have, this is how much goes into the shared group, and then we distribute,
Okay.
the pocket change and
Yeah.
things to us.
The next time we get a mission on that,
We'll just do expenses that way.
Sure. If anybody wants to be the caretaker of that then.
I don't have pockets.
So as you look over the harbor of Ledon, I need you to make a perception check with disadvantage.
Hey, I'm used to that.
Those two rolls with bottom number.
Yes.
Aww.
All right, which one's slower, the 3
Hey.
or the 3?
I got a
20 of
17 and a 16, so 16.
Plus perception? No.
No, I don't have it.
I have
What
a
was,
4.
I got 12.
11.
All right, Tank, you notice that off in the distance,
Regulatory Society. Hello, family. Hello.
welcome. We're back in the main room. So, you notice off in the distance that you are at least familiar with the city's harbor has multiple Numenera devices that transmit destructive signals through the water, like depth charges, and that they only activate when something is attempting to attack. And off in the distance, which is why it was a disadvantage, because it's like,
Way far off.
way far off, you see them just popping off like crazy.
Okay. So something's being destroying them
Yeah.
and still going.
Well, I mean, it seems to be
Destroying
like maintaining itself,
Yeah.
but that it is more severe than it normally is.
Mhm.
So it's like otherwise, whether it's normally it's ships coming from above, they don't really have much in terms of like submarines.
Okay.
Like a couple of groups do, but for the most part, it's sailing ships or flying ships. So
So these aren't in the water, they're
they're underneath the water.
underneath the water.
Yes. And so normally you would see some sort of enemy sail or some sort of like buoy or something that's trying to
Yeah.
traverse to get to shore. And at least these are supposed to be smart enough to recognize who's got clearance and who doesn't.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
spark bombs.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
And they're exploding and they're coming towards us.
No, the explosions are staying where they
You
are.
are, yeah.
Yeah.
But like the explosions are coming towards,
No,
no? They're staying on the distance?
there are some sections where they seem to get a little closer and like something stops, and then like further
Okay.
it's layers of explosions that are not necessarily stopping everything that's coming towards them. Normally it's fairly calm. Normally it's fairly ordered, structured.
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
we have permission to come? No.
We're coming in by land.
Coming in by land. Okay. Well.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you heard something about the court of the sphere here, but you also heard something about the Angulan Knights. If you want to make a history check on the Angulan Knights.
15.
Or
21.
No, you know. Their charter. Humanity has once again been granted dominion of the well-used and often misused Earth. The ninth world is the last world. We shall call it Midgard, and defend it in the name of humanity. These are the aspects of the world that stand in the way of humanity's dominion, creatures from elsewhere, predatory horrors lingering from a non-human past, humans that have turned by committing crimes against their own kind, and any who prevent the greater good anywhere. These aspects of the world shall be eliminated by sword or flame in the name of Midgard and the spirit of Angul.
I don't think we're going to be welcomed care.
Is this like the coalition from Rifts?
You don't know
Um,
riffs.
No, but these
A
are
bunch of racial purists who think
in order
the
dedicated to
enclave
advancement of humanity as a species. Yes.
yeah. So the square from another dimension.
And a centaur with spider legs.
Yeah, they would not like you two.
Uh-huh.
The other two,
Hmm.
We come in peace.
they work above local governments, class distinctions, and religious differences.
Hmm.
They are empowered by multiple groups to right wrongs, pass judgments, and see justice.
Hmm.
They also, when they get high enough rank in the Angulan Knight leadership, are awarded Zydrakes, which are large white flying beasts.
Hmm.
They have the blessing and support of the Order of Truth, even Aeon priests. However, they do not afford the priests any special treatment. Many people believe they would work for the Amber Pope, but they don't.
Hmm.
So they despise mutants in any form and swiftly root them out, putting them to the sword.
I mean, my middle name is Justice for Any.
Well, let's just get rid of that.
Middle name.
Maybe.
What that means, my name is No
Uh-huh.
Justice for Any One.
Uh-huh.
No one. I'm just not thinking about that. Like, how can I work this out?
So there are specific member benefits. After passing through all the proper initiations to become a red devotee, a member of the knighthood deals 1d6 bonus damage when they feel as though their combat is working toward upholding the charter. The player and GM can decide whether the situation warrants a bonus, usually applied when fighting mutants.
I'm sorry.
Put upon.
The only way to be inducted into the knighthood is by requesting the leader of the Sanctuary of the Eye in the central base operation, which is in the city.
Maybe I'll stay in the car.
Maybe I'll stay in my box.
Hmm.
You guys protect the skull. Go take care of the business.
Talk to her.
Part of it too is wearing that pin basically gives you diplomatic immunity. So if you can prove that you are a valid member of the Angulan Knights, whatever you want to do, they're like, okay, he has full authority to do so. He is,
So we stay in the Jeep, and then those two go in to see if we, maybe you can. I mean, I obviously not going to listen to me at all. But if you could say, "Hey, we're nice freaks."
Yeah.
We could
Alright.
pretend to be a certain delivery service. Got a package for you. Just bring the box in. You could be a prisoner.
they don't take prisoners.
Yeah.
They despise and will wipe out mutants.
You could be a training aid.
No. Targeting practice.
So yeah, we'll hang out someplace else.
Okay.
Yes. Put in good work for us.
So why are we here?
Well, this is just an option if you want to pursue. The main governing body in here are the Angulan Knights.
Yeah.
And so if you want to do something in this city, you have to have their permission or perhaps join their order. So if you can't join them, at least get their permission to work in the city.
Are you going there and ask for us to get a pass?
Yes. All right, we'll go in there and ask for the pass.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Explain our case.
Yes.
All right, so you go in, you see a bunch of the various knights just kind of running around.
You're going in,
and
right?
doing work, and
Okay.
so there's
Yeah,
one
okay.
secretary, and it's like, are you here to see Castellan?
Who is Castellan?
Oh, our leader, Castellan Vinbus.
Yes, I'm here to see him.
Well, he's very busy right now. I mean, do you have an appointment?
We're
Your name,
here-
sir?
My name is Tank.
Sorry, sir, you don't have an appointment. He won't be available again until next week.
Next week.
Things have been particularly busy, if you've noticed the coastline.
Yes, I have noticed the coastline. That's actually what we want to talk to him about. See if we can actually work out some sort of agreement, or see if you need some sort of help with those.
Roll a persuasion check.
22.
He's charismatic.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he's learned though.
You see a thin, tall man with gray hair kind of walking along. Right, who's this? What's going on? Oh, Mr. Vinbus, please. You are very busy. Perhaps... No, what's going on here?
Well, myself, my name is Tank, and I am with Elron, the gentleman with me here. We noticed that you had a lot of explosions going on over here off the coast. We wanted to give assistance if necessary, to see if you guys needed any kind of help in neutralizing those at all.
Well, I suppose... Do you have a ship?
We have a vehicle, a land vehicle. We don't have a ship per se. But
Well, where are you going? You don't need roads!
Nice callback.
Yeah.
You don't get inspiration though.
No.
No. No.
Just threat.
Is there any other kind of like bridges or anything that is?
Well, there's a
Out there.
few ships about to set sail if you want to ask one of their crews to help them out, but...
Sure. We can go out there. I appreciate it.
Pass.
Yeah, do we need any kind of passes or any kind of pins that we need to wear to be easily recognized?
he hands you basically like visitors cards.
Okay. Can we get 2 more? We have 2 waiting out by the
Well,
car.
I have to see who they are. I can't just hand them out to anybody.
They're colleagues of ours, but they're workers. They are very trustworthy. They're
Roll another persuasion with disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
5. Yeah.
Oh, they're not mutants, are they?
Gotta be honest, yeah.
I
Yes,
can't
you-
do anything about mutants, but it's. I heard about that little stunt. Well, who was it that launched a nuclear missile down south and turned a whole bunch of people into mutants? Was that you guys? I do recall hearing the name Tank. Who are you?
Elron.
Elron. Those were the names mentioned of people who made a whole bunch of mutants.
I
What do you have to say for yourself?
We were just trying to help
Yeah,
people
we're just
out.
trying to help the people
By
out.
turning them into mutants?
No, we didn't do that.
We didn't do that. We were trying to help the people out, and that's what happened. But so there's nothing we can do about the 2 that are with us. So
Well, I mean, I can give you 2 passes, but the other 2 are going to have to fend for themselves. If someone wants to start a fight, I'm not going to stop them.
all right. I appreciate the 2 that you did give us, and we'll go from here. I appreciate it
Farewell.
very well. So we make our way back to you guys. We explain the situation. We got 2 visitor passes, and they're telling us to go down to these ships.
Do they have your names on those visitor passes?
It just says visitor, but they
Oh, well, why don't you just borrow them then, and
yeah.
you can. Yeah. They won't think to ask you for your visitor pass, but they'll think to ask whether you are visitor pass. We're supposed to be here.
Is that gonna?
They know that no mutant would ever be given a visitor's pass at all.
No, I took it.
Well, I'm not a mutant at least.
That's true.
Hmm.
Okay, no, keep it fine.
That might be hard to convince people, but
Yeah.
they
All
could
right,
also
so
believe
I
that I'm
guess-
just a piece of furniture.
I guess we head down to the ships and take our chances.
Mhm.
Or are you gonna stay behind anyway?
We'll go in.
All right, let's go.
No.
So we're heading down to the ships.
All right. As you head through, make a perception check.
Was sight or vision or sound?
Vision.
Okay.
18.
Is that cocked?
Yes.
Let's
Eh,
see,
7.
perception.
I'm really loving these die that my wife got me for anniversary.
18.
18.
That's what I got also.
Wait till combat.
16.
You notice a lot of looks. People are not happy about you being there.
But
But you have people with visitors, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, you know, that's
We have a.
STE Jams. Hello.
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 Yes. So good then. What?
Okay, so they'll keep to themselves.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to purchase before you go on the ships? Any ciphers or relics or anything you might?
I think we gotta save up just for the gas each
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
until we get a really good payload of things, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, let's just.
Is there an emergency raft?
It would not survive
Hmm.
the
explosion?
explosions. Yeah. The kind of thing. You basically have to join a ship that's specifically designed of their fleet, their navy.
No, this is more so if the ship blows up, I want to get an emergency raft.
There are, yes, each one has, you know, lifeboats and whatnot.
How much for a personal one, you know, like one that inflates?
Inflatable raft.
That's not going to work.
Like 20 shin?
Okay.
Mm.
Are one of you willing to carry that?
Sure, I am blowing my back.
Okay.
What, you're saying you'd sink if you went into the ocean?
No, just the way things go. Things blow up. Towns, random things, people,
Power sources.
things blow up.
When they're around
Cannons
you.
with souls in them.
Yes.
It's all-
So,
Okay.
if we're gonna be on a ship, something's gonna blow up.
Mhm.
They don't need to
With a
know
lot of
that.
water around us.
Hmm?
Yeah, I said with a lot of water around us.
Yes.
And he wants something to float on.
And presumably this inflatable raft and the plates can hold 4 being
Presumably.
creatures. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Presumably, he
presumably.
did say for
I do.
sure.
I can occupy someone's space.
Oh, that's neat.
I can hold you.
I can float in my box if I turn it upside. Oh no, I have air holes.
Oh, boy.
All right, so we're going on this ship.
Or at least to the dock.
Yeah,
Right.
we have to get permission to get on the ship. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. There are 4 ships.
Oh, we have choices.
Are there
Yes.
any private ones?
No, they are all owned by the Anguan Knights.
Oh, that figures.
Yeah. It's gonna be troublesome.
And it seems like a lot of the people have been like rapidly called in for this because normally the Knights are like, all across the whole known world working on things, and now it's like, oh, there's this difficulty. There's there's usually not a whole lot of Knights at the sanctuary,
Yeah.
and so now they've been gathered here because this attack has been going on offshore, and it's like, well, we need to be prepared for this in case our headquarters is
Under siege.
yes.
Yeah.
All right, so if they're running around to the ships like chickens with their heads cut off, they're not gonna.
Well, the newer
They're
ones.
soldiers.
I said there were like 6.
Okay.
There's like 8 or 9. If you're a red devotee, you notice by the pin, the red color, blue color.
Yeah.
The higher and higher ones are more calm and reasonable. The new ones are like, if I don't make this right, I will lose my membership. So it's like,
Yeah.
Let's run down to
I have
the.
nothing to lose.
Let's all 4 run down to the first one we see and say, "Hey,
I'm
we
walking
got
calmly.
do what?"
I'm walking calmly. I'm not running anywhere.
Be like, "Let's go," or "We got clearance to help you guys out. We just want to jump on the ship with you guys so we can help you guys out."
Find a ship with minimal people on it. Or
Yeah.
I'm a mutant willing to risk my life to save you all.
Mhm.
Does that sound good?
one of the ships is called the Latecomer, and the other is called the Iron Glove. They are the flagship vessels. They are 700-ton hulks of ships.
All right, I choose the Iron Hulk. The
Iron Glove.
Iron Glove, yeah.
And you think they're gonna let us on the flagship?
Flagship. That seems
Yeah, I
good.
figured we'd want to be on the
I can persuade
lesser
him.
ships.
I have more. Now that I'm able to talk with them without getting murdered, apparently. Hopefully I can persuade them.
The sailors of the fleet are often called sternmen, but despite the name, most of them are female. It is a fleet tradition to never leave the dock with more men than women aboard. To do so is considered bad luck.
Jam says, currently writing for my homebrew. I DM. I'm new to it, though. Only about 1 year in.
All right.
Anybody 1 year? Yeah. How long have we been playing this now? Not this game,
Not
but...
this game. Tabletop in general? No,
Yeah.
at least about.
I know we've been playing for 10.5 years or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about 12 to 13 before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
We don't know what we're doing. I was kidding. He has to because he's the game master.
I'd have to, yes. We
Yeah.
are running with the Arcana of the Ancients, which is written by Monty Cook, translated into 5th edition rules from his custom Numenera options. And so that is the game.
Yeah.
So it is, you can find, as I said, a lot of different ships. Most of them are at least trading ships. And so they're even being constrained, or not, it's just being conscripted
There we go.
into having some sort of weapon.
The
on them.
Navy. Yeah.
You're more likely to get on one of those ships that it's like, okay, we don't have a whole lot of weapons. We were normally for trading in goods, but we are all hands on deck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leave Richard alone.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
So we're going to go on that, or the flagship?
The flagship's already full of like top.
So we aren't going to go on the flagship.
No,
I wouldn't
you can
think so.
see the latecomer is actually leaving first.
Uh-huh. So what's the name of the ship we're calling on?
Let's see, I'm gonna have to come up with one.
Oh, the city.
No, they don't.
They
don't
gave
give
a
me
ship name.
They
for
gave
the
a couple of
flagship.
ship names and a couple of famous people, but yeah.
he's making his mission on the spot essentially.
Yeah.
Part of it too. Yeah, it gives you the plug for it, and then you have to figure out the details.
It's a ship with no name.
Ah.
The
We'll
Kefford.
fit right in.
Yeah.
The Kefford. Kefford.
Hmm. So this is a name that you found in the book?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Ahoy, Captain of the Kefford.
Oh, a woman looks over.
Uh-huh.
Captain Phasma.
Captain Phasma.
Yes.
Hmm.
FASMA, so I don't copy outright PASMA. So it's the typical buccaneer kind of woman with a bandana and
Okay.
what can I do you for?
We hear everybody's in a spot of trouble with what's going on. What is going on out there? What's triggering the minds?
Honestly, try to roll persuasion.
Hmm.
Hmm.
17.
We've never seen these things before. It's just massive purple portals opening up underwater.
Hmm.
And creatures we've never seen in this world coming through it.
Hmm.
Is the depth charges are doing all they can, but it's like they can only do so much for something we've never seen.
Are the jet charges able to respawn or?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
Numenera. Yeah, as long
Okay.
as we keep them charged, they'll work for ages. But
They're running dry right now. Though.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're sending ships out to defend and refuel.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, how do you feel about us going out there on your ship to investigate it?
Do you have any diving equipment?
No. I was gonna say no.
No.
That's the
We
hard
don't need
part.
to dive
We don't really have a whole lot that goes as deep as these appear to be coming from. We can keep them at bay, but literally keep them at bay.
Hmm. How much would diving equipment cost?
Oh, 100 shin each.
Yeah, that's not me.
I would have 5 shin left. I
Well,
I
wouldn't
don't think it
have
would
to
fit me
fit
though.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
I mean, that has to include like proper suit protection, oxygen tanks. You're going deep
Hmm.
in the water.
Sure. Yeah.
And then you could get killed easily if these things hit you. And ruin your diving equipment.
Mhm.
During the day, yes.
Perhaps we should go see if anyone's willing to barter for them or trade services.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's,
They are in very short supply. Those who can afford them and use them have already bought most of them in town.
yeah.
And so they're trying to do what they can, but it's like we try to pick them off as they surface, or at least get close enough that we can see them from the the top. But
Jam says respect. Haha, I only DM for family, but hopefully I can keep it up that long. Wish I'd started younger, to be honest.
takes a lot of practice and creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Confidence too.
Mhm.
Yes. Unwillingness to tell your players.
Oh no!
Yes, having the no button is very useful.
Yes.
Having the no cube and then
Yes.
no and no,
No
one,
one.
and
Yeah. Nothing.
nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, was there like other weapons or something we can use to
Mhm.
shoot underwater?
They have like harpoons and spears, and they can
Yeah.
only go so far. So it's like if we want to stop them at the source, they're collecting all the diving suits and whatever equipment they can get to get far enough down to meet them where they're coming from.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So we need to find out what the source of these portals are from.
Yeah.
It's probably further out than I would expect, or has anybody tried to go in through a portal?
So far they haven't heard any reports of the diving equipment even being able to reach where the portal. They can get
They're
close
that
enough.
deep.
Yeah, they're that deep.
Wow.
That's deep.
Unless you had some way of like encasing something, because they don't have the materials to make something like dive that far. They have, like I said, some submarine, but nothing that goes that deep. So whatever creatures are coming out of this are able to support that.
Yeah, maybe an inflatable raft. I don't think that would.
Well, it sounds like they've got some kind of bomb or something that can destroy a portal if it gets to it.
No, the ones that are that they can, the depth chargers, the Numenera that they planted all throughout, can attack. Attacking creatures and are smart enough to recognize when something is a threat. But
Okay.
as far as they can tell, like whatever cameras that they can see through it, it's like deep down.
They can't get that
There's
far.
some sort of purple glow. They can't even see a
No.
definition. The best they can call it is a portal, but there's some sort of purple glow deep in the ocean, and then it closes, and then something comes out of it, and it reopens somewhere else. And
What about a decent library that maybe we can see if something like this has ever appeared in the past that they just don't remember about?
Is that cube talking?
I suppose.
Go looking for a library?
All right, investigation.
Not me.
Sorry.
The one time I.
Dirty 20.
I got 19 plus whatever.
You've heard of a rundown stone tower, which also seemed to connect to the court of the sphere, that might have information. But at least no one you've met so far seems to know exactly when these people meet and what happens.
Well,
Just
let's
a
go.
whole bunch of old people meet each other
At a stone tower.
at a stone tower.
P. Fudor says, "What's going on?" Hey, yay. Sorry.
So, you're in the city of Ledon, and they're being attacked by something from coming out of purple portals, some sort of purple glow deep within the ocean, and they're doing their best to keep it from reaching surface or landfall. And you're trying to find some way of stopping these portals, or perhaps using them.
It's kind of like Pacific Rim, but at a smaller scale.
Yeah.
Instead of giant creatures coming out, it's a whole bunch of smaller ones.
P. Fudor says that was exactly how I mentally said that. Well done. Pat on the back. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, we should go. Let's go check out this.
Tower.
Yeah.
Calm down without making anybody distrustful of us.
Sure.
Yep. The crate will just walk down the street.
All right. How long are you waiting around the tower? How long are you going to look around? An hour, 2 hours? What do you?
An hour.
We're looking for information.
Yeah.
So is there?
Can we enter the tower?
Make an investigation check.
Is there a door?
Is there
Not me.
information?
All right. Time switched.
Where's the tower?
Where's the tower?
16.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the best roll you're gonna get.
What are we looking for now?
Okay.
I got a
A
lot.
way in or something.
As you approach the tower, you find a lot of it has like dirt and grime, but there's one stone that seems very clean compared to the others.
Hmm.
You push that stone, and then like the wall like recesses
Hmm.
and opens up to this intact small room with a round red table and 6 chairs.
Hmm. Well, we're looking
Any
for information.
people?
No people.
No books or
There are a
documentation?
few shelves with books on them.
Ah. Okay.
I'll start looking through the books.
All right, investigation check.
I'll let someone else look for the books.
Hmm.
16.
14.
All right.
It was on a higher shelf.
Okay.
About 30 feet, apparently.
Yeah.
You got the 4-foot tall guy. Find
Hmm.
that.
I'm
Fudor,
3 foot
no,
Okay.
tall cube.
Oh,
Yeah.
no fireball.
no
No
fireball.
fireball.
No fireball. No
Okay.
fireball.
Not yet.
Yes.
Hmm.
You find that most of these books are written in some unusual language.
Okay, I ritually cast comprehend languages.
There you go.
Okay.
Mhm.
Give it, Andy.
Yes. They seem to be.
Cookbooks. Oh, man.
They are books. Yeah.
Okay, cookbooks. though.
Cook.
Well, one of the first ones you find seems to describe where you are. And it talks about this round red table and saying how these people hundreds of years ago gathered around it at certain times of the year, certain festival moon phases, and that a mechanized sphere would appear above the tower and tell them these the things that were written in these further books.
Okay.
Hmm.
How messed up would it be if we replaced that with a cube?
Mhm.
It's out here.
Yes.
We're not the court of the cube, we are the court of the sphere.
I have evolved.
Yes, no one for the win. Yes, no one for the win.
Mhm.
No, absolutely no one for the win.
No one.
No one.
There are reports of something called the Planebreaker, a series of portals that appeared around like at 100-year intervals along the coastline that when people had the ability to travel that deep were just vanished.
Okay.
And no one seems to have returned from them, but it's like as far as they could tell that they were
I think I returned.
Hmm?
I returned.
No one.
You said no one returned.
nobody.
Nobody. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'm no one. Does nothing. So yeah.
Yes, nobody. Okay.
Yeah. Nobody.
So wait a minute. People from the surface went down that deep and then disappeared, or
Back when they
Yeah.
had the technology. Yeah.
Yeah, there were like certain things that came back from them saying that
Uh-huh.
all these notes said Planebreaker.
Huh.
No people came back, but there were like notes and probes and things.
Gee.
I bet you that's where Amelia went.
Earhart.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bond.
Planebreaker.
Mm. Well, anyway. Um,
And that's pretty big for a pun. I mean, that's kind of an ocean.
mm.
Apparently, the last known person to pursue this project was named Ray Stantz.
Sounds familiar.
Hmm.
Okay, we need to burn this library.
Fedora said to the big phone box, phone booth.
I don't know what
Those years?
that's supposed to be.
Years.
Did a big blue phone booth
Phone booth. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hose years.
those years?
Booth come those.
Hmm.
Oh, every 100 years was
Oh, yeah.
it a phone booth that showed up?
No, it is a description of a purple portals appearing deep within the ocean.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Hmm.
Honey, sometimes it's just best to rewrite your whole question.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay. Anyway. So this is. Was there what other information did they give us about these portals that show up every so often?
The last thing that they were trying to do, at least before they met, at least what you can tell, like they talk about other things that are
Yeah.
completely unrelated to, but then every time they mentioned that this
Mm.
Planebreaker concepts,
Yeah.
that they were trying to create their own portal directly to it rather than trying to rely on the ones underwater.
Gotcha.
They were
Okay.
trying to figure out the source and recreate the experiment.
Is there anything in this library that tells us more about this Ray Stantz guy that was
Yeah.
looking into it?
All it says that he was the last person that came by asking about it.
Okay.
Well,
So
that's
we
I'm
need
not
to
to
look.
talk. You say it.
We need to look into.
Okay. Tanks aren't paid to think, dear. Shush.
Wow.
whoa.
For someone who can't even join the game anymore, perhaps.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
Need to investigate.
Please
Ray
keep viewing me
Stantz.
the viewership.
I mean, the portals that show up, are they do they come and go on a regular basis? So like, if we wait long enough, they'll quit coming.
It's like for a few months every 100 years.
Uh-huh.
And then
Okay.
and eventually they just stop. Or perhaps there are reports of them appearing elsewhere within the entire land of
Hmm.
human era and stuff.
It's that time of the century again.
The steadfast, as they call it.
Oh,
The entire
okay.
continent is the steadfast.
But if the time they're there, do they only destroy the little area they're at, or do they grow and?
They seem to be dependent on the size of the creature coming through them.
Oh.
And so there are smaller ones because only one medium size or whatever, it's
So the creatures that come through all the way and
Yeah.
become.
either a couple of
Yeah.
creatures come through or it closes, or one large creature comes through and then it closes, or various devices.
Did these, in the past, have these creatures left the same way, or do they come and
Just
stay,
get
or
killed,
what?
or
They got killed. Some of the bodies floated up, and as far as autopsies and other records show, like nothing like this exists in the Steadfast. Nothing like this exists
Okay.
in our universe.
So
Hello.
do they get killed because they come in so deep in the water and they aren't supposed to be that deep? Or do they get killed because the people on top have killed them?
probably the latter.
Some of both. There are some where some creature may have accidentally stepped into one and got summoned into deep ocean where they just drowned and floated up. Other ones that could survive and started fighting whatever they could.
Okay, well, I mean, it sounds like to a certain period of time, eventually they quit coming, and then the people above can finish off the ones that do make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems to be something that happens in such an irregular fashion
Yeah.
that people aren't prepared. There's generations that grow and die, and it's, oh, what's this? We have to look through the records. Oh, what did they do about it? They weren't really sure either.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Let's put an end to the tyranny.
Yes. Let's overthrow the sphere.
Uh-huh.
Not where I was going with
You
it,
think
but
You think
it could be useful. Is there any way for us to activate the sphere?
I was thinking the same thing.
is
At
Roll
the very least, speak with it.
roll a religion check.
the sphere what brings these things?
Probably
No.
not.
Or
Not me.
not me?
21.
The sphere activates during certain festivals and moons and whatnot, at least what they could tell. And the sphere is what's giving them any information that they have about this. The only reason they know what's going on is because the sphere is telling them. And so they are keeping records of it as best they can.
Okay. Do the books that we found say when the next time the sphere is supposed to show up? When's the next holiday? We're not from here.
No, apparently they are intent, and if anyone does find this, they describe how it works, not exactly, so that people can't try to use it for themselves.
We're trying to use it
Are
for
there
them,
buttons?
for ourselves.
Yeah.
No, it's just a round red table with 6 chairs.
All right.
It's only 4 of us.
Does the sphere answer questions, or is it just tell stuff?
It just communicates telepathically,
Uh-huh.
transmits secrets into their minds. That's all it says.
All right. Let's try and put HK's skull on one.
Unfortunately, I never went with Unseen Servant. Otherwise, we could have another one then.
Unless you can convince 2 people in town to be surrogate,
So we need to go find 2 people.
2 guinea pigs.
Yep. I'm thinking homeless.
Yeah.
Keep the wages low.
You want to make a few shin, buddy?
I got 44. I can offer him like pension to go.
Let's go get some orphans.
Nobody will miss. So.
All right. So yeah, let's go find it.
Yeah, we'd like to go rent some orphans, please.
Can I find any street urchins, whether they be a child or adult?
Make an investigation check.
Finally! 17!
18.
What happens when both yours aren't rolling?
And
And you roll your dices.
That's what the dice jail is for.
You roll your wife's dice.
Or you're playing Star Trek.
Or you ruin her dice with her being here.
there you
Like,
go. Well, that's her fault then. Alright, so 18, 17.
you find an old man.
Okay.
Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor.
What's your usual take of the day?
10 shin.
Alright. I'll give you 10 shin for 10 minutes work.
What's the work?
You're gonna sit in a chair.
You're gonna have to carry me. I can't move.
Sure. I'm glad you're willing to talk to me even. Alright, cool, let's go.
Your strength check.
Huh?
Strength check.
Strength catch.
Okay. Athletics?
Yeah.
12. He's
Okay.
a frail old man.
Yeah. And
I got him.
Yeah.
You're frail.
Wow. Okay.
We need one more.
All right, well, you rolled high too, so who does he find?
A young boy. Hello.
You want to make some money?
Sure do, sir.
All right, come on.
Okay.
You didn't negotiate a price.
Okay.
What are we doing exactly?
We're going to sit down, and then we'll pay you.
Sounds suspicious, sir.
Beefador says,
It'll
did
be
you
fine.
not compliment them and tell them that they were good dice and you appreciated them before using them?
No, I did not do that.
Would there be candy, sir?
Sure.
I do like candy. A lot of people have offered me candy to do strange things, but you know.
Well, I'm just a cube, so I'm not them,
Okay.
but I have money, and you can buy tons of candy.
I'm full of candy, buddy.
Anyway.
All right, let's take our.
My name's Fred. What's your name?
I'm Nope.
Nope. Nice to meet you, Nope.
Fred, do you have
Should I say
parents or family?
Not that I know of.
Okay, come along.
Oh
Would
boy.
you like to be an adventurer?
That sounds dangerous, sir.
It pays,
If you live, sir.
Oh.
but then you can buy candy.
I'd rather do
Anyway.
something safer, sir.
You don't even know what it is.
How about a sailor?
That's even worse.
Okay.
Sailor's worse than an adventurer. Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, so we show up back at the
Table.
Spears
Okay.
area. Yeah.
The tower.
Tower, yeah.
Yeah.
Some tower.
Mhm.
I got you two are still there and like
Sure will.
yeah.
I'm assuming no stains on any particular chairs. Or...
No.
Okay.
Skeletons or
No.
Yes.
No.
All right. Well, Fred, have a seat.
Okay, sir.
You got yours.
yeah. I never caught your name?
Oh, Ben.
Ben?
Ben.
Ben and Fred.
Mhm.
Ben Kenobi?
No.
Old Ben Kenobi?
Just Ben.
Just Ben?
Yeah.
Has been?
Yes. You could say that. Yes, has Ben.
Okay. Alright, cool.
No, you has been.
I has been. No one has been.
Okay, come on. Let's get to that shit.
I carry bring him up and put
Sit
him
in
down.
the chair. Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Mhm.
All right, Fred, I'll sit right next to you.
Okay, sir.
Mhm.
How
I'll
do you sit, sir?
I more just exist.
Interesting.
And
Life's fun as a cube.
I'll just sit on the opposite end of the table by
Okay.
him.
I try to position myself in a way. Horses can sit down.
Yeah.
But I also have 8 spider legs to deal with too. So it's like,
Roll a dexterity check.
oh boy.
This is why you don't bring up statements like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's funnier this way, right? Acrobatics? Sorry?
Dexterity saving throw,
Just
really.
okay. Good. I had okay. 8.
8.
How much did I hurt myself?
You break the chair.
Oh man!
Oh,
You're trying to sit in it daintily, and you put your whole weight on it.
Yeah. Okay.
So nothing
I
happens.
am 618 pounds.
Yeah, yeah,
That's all the stuff I've been carrying.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is there a way we can replace the chair?
Well, let's just see how it goes.
Sure.
Everybody sit down.
I'll be in this position.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nothing.
Just hold the chair up with your legs while
Yeah.
you kind of stand on it.
Yeah. I'll hold it up with the spider legs while sitting down in it with the horse legs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Anyway,
It needs to be the right time of day. Oh, is there a clock anywhere nearby or any calendar or anything? We can try to shift around so it's the next.
we're not going to cheat. We're just going to.
We're trying to say lines out there.
Yes, yes. Well, you can't force time.
Hello, Great Sphere? Are you there?
Roll an Arcana check.
We brought offerings.
What do you mean by that?
Dirty 20.
I didn't get that high, so
7.
14.
So,
From what you can tell in the writings and descriptions, it is the 6 people are 3 old men and 3 old women. And they seem to be the same 3 old men and 3 old women, or at least inducted into this group, who are gathered here at particular times, know when to come, and know how to keep track of everything, and what to keep track of, and when to leave.
What happens when they die? What
They're
happens then?
inducting new members before they die.
We
Okay.
brought an old man.
He has no idea what's going on, and the rest of you aren't recognized or qualified to do this. Little boy saying, "Where's the candy? You promised me candy."
P. Fudor says, quick, everyone begin singing I Can Feel It Coming in the Air Tonight.
No thanks. All right. So it doesn't do any good. We've hired people, and they can't communicate. What do we got?
Well, so far we've learned a little bit about these portals. We've maybe elder napped and kidnapped. We've broken property. Anything else that we want to do before we try and get going?
Oh, we had trespassing.
Oh yeah, trespassing. I think we're just down to arson before we leave.
What? What's this arson thing?
It was suggested as fireball earlier, but
But
maybe
what's
not
the
a
point?
good.
No. I thought we were trying to communicate with this sphere.
Yes. Well,
All right.
there doesn't seem to be any way for us to be able to activate the sphere early.
No. And no way for you, even if you knew the exact time and place, you know.
Well, this is the place.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the exact time and circumstances.
Yes.
It's these 3 old men and 3 old women,
Okay.
which none of them are named in any of the books. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Taking
Okay.
an oversight.
Might as well just head down to the boats. Or down to where we need to go next.
Yeah, we can't help these people. They don't
Well,
want
I
some help.
will give Fred 10 shin
Okay.
and say thank you. If you ever need more work, let us know.
Aye, sir.
Won't do you any good, but okay.
Do you know where we can get some diving suits?
Well, I think they're all sold out.
Yeah. He didn't say buy any, where we can get some.
Yeah.
You
No.
look
Oh, you're
like
suggesting that, sir?
No, no. I didn't say that at all.
I mean, I know I'm
I'm
just a
saying
poor
a
beggar,
period.
but I'm not going to steal from people.
No,
That's not right.
Period.
No. If I had parents, they would have told me not to steal.
I didn't say steal. Who said steal? You're the one that said steal. You're making that assumption. I'm saying a
If you're
pay.
not paying for something,
I didn't say we wouldn't pay for it.
Mhm.
Somebody's gonna pay for it. Ben, do you have any old diving suit curiosity?
what? No. I can't even walk on my own.
Well, yeah, you're not using it now, but like, did you have one in the past?
No.
You tell you, oh, okay. Do you know anybody? Maybe your old fishing buddy or anything?
The Anglo Knights, they were,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Well, they're not really sharing with us right now. So, like,
Well, if you were to points to the people who can actually become members, so I'm too old and feeble, but you two, if you were to go through their rituals, they would probably give you the right equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
You'd have a reason to be racist to me.
maybe we could train Fred up to become a knight.
Why
He
not
could
a
be
squire?
yeah. Fred, do you want to be a squire?
Do you aspire to be a squire?
No, sir. That's a very dangerous work, and I've never been. It's just a very bad idea.
What do you want to do, Fred?
He's a
Eat-
kid.
aside from eat candy.
Aside from eat candy, I suppose just have a nice place to live and
Go to school.
go to school and learn and work and.
Are you doing that now?
I'm trying to save up my money, sir, to afford a little house in their place.
You can save up money for a house?
I mean, if I worked for like 20, 30 years for random people.
Oh, let's give up on this guy.
Aha.
I'm Fred. Who are you?
I'm no one.
That doesn't make any sense.
This is nothing. Hi.
You kind of walked away with a cube, Fred. I'm not sure that you should really pass judgment on other people's names at this point.
A cube named Nope at my dad. For a guy named Nope, he's also very positive. I don't know why.
No?
How do you feel about arson, Fred?
That's a very bad idea, too, sir.
Mm. You're not cut out for it.
It's a stone building anyways. What is this, the Acolyte?
Is there any more in the books that we can read to tell us more about these spheres?
The books talk about the monoliths and all kinds of different places, many things that, even mentioning some of the things that Ray Stantz had done, just records of previous adventures and previous exploits of various famous people.
And was Edgar Burroughs mentioned at all?
No.
I'm going to write him in. He needs to be in his history books. Ray Stantz should have shared
He's
that.
not here. Why?
That's why he's not here and he needs to be in history books.
He's never
His name
been
should be
here.
remembered. Well, he's never been here, but, they mentioned the Ray Stantz apparently is here.
I mean, I have stuff.
And I'm proficient in calligraphy tools, so presumably I should be able to try to mimic their handwriting
All right, make a
and
performance
find a way
check.
to. Okay. Unfortunately, I do not have my shenanigan of getting a 10 on this, so. Natural 20.
Oh no. Fred,
Plus
now we're going to be
5.
talking about the alphabet. Please watch no one. They'll teach you your letters.
Ching, 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 ching.
25.
As you're writing, the table lights up. And the mechanized sphere,
Yeah.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 14.
All right, you take
Oh.
6 lightning damage.
We didn't heal from last time, did we?
No.
We had a long rest at the end of last session.
Did we?
Yeah, on the way here.
I think so.
Yeah, I guess so. You were able
Had it
to.
recorded.
Yeah, you drove, and the rest of you, yeah. it
Okay.
was in between, yeah.
Well, I think that wasn't part of his
Of
review
all
of
the
this.
things you didn't review,
That is
long rest should always,
always
level up should always
did
be,
or did not take rest.
Yes.
You did take
Always keep track of
Did
that.
take a breath. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
It seems like the sphere did not like you adding information,
Uh-huh. See? Told you.
and
Okay.
it goes dormant again as it tries to prevent you from writing anything in the books.
Okay. I mean, I'll do it outside the room then.
Uh-huh.
But-
why do you insist on antagonizing?
So the sphere came down from the ceiling now.
Yes.
Okay, so if you do it again, you can destroy the sphere
Mm-hmm.
What's
and
that going
replace
to
it with a cube.
But then we have to leave you.
Fred, it's your turn to practice.
Practice calligraphy, sir.
Yes.
But I saw what it did to him. I don't want that.
Yes, but he was writing bad words. Don't write bad words in the book.
What are the bad words? I know how to read and write, sir. It's just a matter of I don't want to get hurt.
Don't write anything about Ray Stantz.
I don't know who that is.
then you're well off to not saying any bad words.
Oh, good.
All right.
Let's pass him over the supplies.
Okay. I'm going to have healing word at the ready. Or, okay, maybe with my healer's kit. That way, you know, we stabilize him instead of him dying. Because I doubt a child has more than 6 hit points. I don't know what you rolled, but yeah.
Okay. Was the sphere attached to something, or did it just float?
It float.
Okay. Can't believe I have this prepared.
Yes.
Comes back down. I want to hold my action to cast Earthbind on it, which will get rid of its flying speed. It caused it to go to the ground.
Okay, when it came down, what did the sphere look like it was made out of?
Just metal, mechanical parts, and all kinds of just like rotating metal slivers of like just
See, it was
nothing
red.
you've ever seen before for sure. It's kind of like
It was red.
it glowed red. Yes.
That's amazing.
I got shatter on it.
Let's hold on to that.
Okay. Okay, kid.
Start writing.
Okay. So the pen's not working.
Fine. Here's one that I got already inked up for you there.
He tries and it doesn't write for him either.
I try to write again.
It starts writing,
Okay.
and the device starts coming back down.
Fine.
And Earthbind.
All right. Is it a saving throw or what's going on?
1 minute strength save. And if it fails, its flying speed's reduced to 0, and it safely descends 60 foot per round.
All right. What's the save?
Save, please.
We are DC 14 strength save.
It passes.
It passes. This thing has some strength. Okay. Well, that was fun.
And none of the next saving throw.
Yeah, 12.
Takes 6 lightning damage. It shocks you again.
Fine. I cast shatter. I don't like being injured just as much as it doesn't like being injured. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. What's the save?
DC 13.
It passes.
Half as much damage on success.
Doesn't that
A
object...
creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the save.
Okay. It still passes.
Okay, so still 3d8 halved.
You're at the 8.
7, 6, 1. So 14. So 7 thunder damage.
Okay.
Yes. Any reaction?
No.
It's still down, or is it?
It comes back up and goes dormant again.
I'm not sure how much I want to do this anymore.
Fred, I'm not going to lie. You should probably run.
That sounds like a good idea, sir.
Can you lead Ben out of here?
I mean, I'm not strong enough to carry Ben out.
Lead him out.
Lead him out. He can't walk on his own. He
Can't
just
walk-
said.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
I'm only 4 feet tall.
Do we have a wheelchair?
Me.
I mean, you could go back into town and see if any of the people who would know about activating this thing live there.
I mean, we're men. We don't like asking for help, but fine.
Have you ever seen anyone else come into this building, Fred or Ben?
Fred says, "Yeah, it's 3 women and 3 old men. I think one of them is the
Ben.
No, Garabacus. He's the leader of Ledon.
Do you know any of the others?
No, sir.
Garabacus is the guy that I talked to, the guy that I got these passes from.
No.
No? You say he was the leader of Ledon.
Ledon, not the
The
leader of the
pack.
Knights.
I see. Okay.
All right. For another 5 Shin, will you lead us to his place?
Sure.
Okay. We should just leave Uncle Ben here.
Leave him with his race.
Ben, do you want to stay here or we may take you back into town?
He's taking me back into town.
Okay,
I
yeah,
don't want to
that's
be
fine.
here anymore. I'm scared.
How did that guy feel about it? I'm the one that's been shocked this whole time. I'm sorry you put through this. I'm sure it was worth the 10 Shin though, right?
I don't know.
You sat down, you had a light show.
You got to see a mutant get singed.
Yeah,
I suppose, yeah, that's a good day.
that's what I'm good for, right? Let's move on. Get on.
All right. Well,
Back into town we go.
Mm-hmm.
To this leader of Ledon.
that sphere's going to tell him to kill us.
So you find you're led to this luxurious, not a mansion, not even something.
Alice? No.
No, it's just a very big house compared to everything else.
Okay.
It's just like it's
Is that 2 stories?
Yeah.
Ooh, 2-story house.
2-story house. Yes. So you see this hunched over old man, just basically sitting in a rocking chair on a front porch. Oh, my name's Garabakis. Who are you?
What's his friend? That's Ben. That's Ben, that's Fred. I'm no one. This is nothing. Hi.
I'm Tank.
I'll run.
I'm Nope.
That's too many people.
Okay. Hi.
Can you narrow it down? Who am I talking to?
Talk to those guys.
Talk to
Talk to no one?
no one.
Yes.
I'm very confused.
Hi. Don't worry, I'm no one.
Huh?
And we're here to try to work out how to deal with the sphere. Try to get more information out of it.
The sphere.
Yeah.
Oh, you should know about the sphere.
We kind of know about it before we even got in town.
Who told you about the sphere?
Ben.
Ben.
He's been in trouble.
He doesn't know anything. He's just a beggar.
Yeah. Alright, we actually got from Jerry.
Jerry.
Ben and Jerry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jerry.
Jerry.
Oh, of course, Jerry. All right. Jerk. Well, I'm sure if you've already been there, haven't you?
We were.
Yeah, and you looked at the books, didn't you?
We read them, yes.
And you noticed that 3 authorized men and 3 authorized women were going, because I'm one of the authorized men.
Hence us coming here to you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know exactly when it's going to happen again. We all kind of get a signal. And
You're notified in advance.
I'm notified in advance, and we come together and we write down the information. But that's about it.
I tried to add information because obviously your books were incomplete.
Oh, you're not allowed to add anything that the sphere hasn't told us to. That's the sphere's rules.
So why didn't the sphere write it himself then?
The sphere tells us what we need to write. And if it's not what the sphere tells us, we don't need to write it.
Yeah, but it's incomplete history.
On a separate note, how did that chair get broken?
What chair broken?
One of the chairs in there were broken when we got there.
Not when I last used it. What did you 2 do?
What do you mean, us two? There's several of us here.
Oh, yeah, there's the rest of you. I'm only talking to 2 of you because I can't keep up with everybody.
Do you have a limited sight of 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, same vision.
Everything else is a blur.
Yeah.
All I heard were blurs calling out names. I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay. Why'd you bring up the chair? Who cares about the chair? No.
I was just asking why it was broken.
Yeah, well, you know why it was broken.
It seemed odd when we walked in that it was a broken chair.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Are you going to fix the chair?
I'm not a carpenter. How much was the chair?
100 Shin.
You could buy a cheaper chair. Anyways, especially if you only use it like 2 or 3 times a year? I mean, this is
Well, it's more than that, but it's
Yeah.
entirely random. And we're
Yeah.
let known, and then
Okay.
we go and we get the information and we write it down.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how soon it could be before you get called again from the sphere?
Not particularly. Is there something you wanted to know other than
We want to know about the portals.
portals?
Yes.
Oh, the
We
Planebreaker
used
portals.
the keyword there. Portals. Yes.
Portals.
Yeah.
yes.
Purple portals.
Purple portals.
Yeah.
The Planebreaker purple portal.
Yeah.
Deep in the deep
The
down the deep
purple
blue sea.
Planebreaker portals.
That's apparently a people eater too.
People eater.
I don't
Wow.
So, do you
A
know?
lot of
anything?
peas.
They're rather peculiar.
Killer purple people.
There's a hole at the bottom of the sea. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole at the bottom of the sea. There's monsters coming out of the sea.
All right.
There's monsters coming
All
out.
right. All right. What does he know about it?
We're here to risk our lives to save this town. Half of it's aren't even welcomed here, but we're trying to do it anyways.
Yeah, we're trying to convince Fred to join us.
Hmm.
The last thing we were trying to do is use the ability of the sphere to create our own portal and try to find a way to send our troops through it.
How'd that work out?
Nothing.
You couldn't make the portal?
Nope.
Send troops to where?
Wherever the portals.
Wherever the portals, if we can stop them in their home base and try to figure out
Yeah.
where people got there. Because it's not so easy for us to reach them when they're under the sea like that.
Uh huh. Hmm.
Do you know where we can find wetsuits or diving suits?
Oh, I'm sure Angel and Knights have them all. I'm not really in charge of that.
So
Yeah, that's what
controlled.
everyone's been telling us the same thing.
Hmm.
Is there any other way to get down there? There apparently was an ancient technologies the people used to have of like submarines to be able to get down there. Are there any of those that still exist?
Preferably in yellow.
Hmm.
Yeah. Any yellow submarines?
Yellow submarines.
We could live in it. All of us.
I
Even
don't
Fred
know.
and Ben.
Why do I want to live with Fred and Ben?
Well, I mean, not you, sir, but you know.
Well, you
Ben
could.
Yeah,
I have this nice house.
You have this
and,
lovely house.
leader of
Yes.
the place.
Yes.
Hmm.
but are there any of that type of technology remaining?
Not that I know of. I mean, you might be able to cobble something together, but that would be a lot of ingenuity that's been lost to time.
Would any of that ingenuity have been in the books with the sphere?
I honestly don't know if the sphere even wants us to keep doing this.
Well, how helpful is the sphere if your people are still being attacked? Why do you have this faith in the sphere? Have you tried cubes? They're very clever sometimes.
Cubes with dots on them?
Any types of cubes.
Any type. Wow. Cubes with numbers on them.
Could be even.
Hmm.
Cubes with symbols. Cubes with, yeah.
Like that guy?
Yeah. I can tell you what to write.
Hmm.
I don't trust you.
Why not?
He's very trustworthy, can I persuade him?
With disadvantage.
What?
That's still a 17.
Yeah, I know. Well, okay, that's a 16 or a 13. So I'll go to 13 plus 7, still 20.
Well, we think maybe the materials that the sphere is made of could be used to make a protected bubble.
Okay.
But that would mean destroying the sphere.
Yeah.
But the sphere hasn't helped so far, anyways.
I thought the sphere was causing the other portals to appear.
No.
No, the
No?
sphere was informing them of various events throughout
Oh, yeah.
the steadfast.
Oh.
One of them they made note of what what it could tell them of the Planebreakers and people's research over whenever it has appeared. As long as they can hold out for another month or two, then it'll stop appearing, and after another 100 years, it'll
Oh.
So it seems to me that the sphere is not helping anyway, so why don't we just destroy it anyhow?
It tells us all kinds of important information and other things going throughout the steadfast. It's not just about Ledon.
Is there anything else that we could have torn apart then?
Hmm.
Is there any way to is there any ship that you know that's in the harbor that could be refurbished to become a submarine?
Hmm.
Well, if we were to perhaps study the sphere, we could make some sort of facsimile into a spherical, just drop board. No, just make it as compact as possible, and put in enough oxygen to just drop as fast as it can.
That sounds safe.
Cannonball!
Yes, we'd have to launch it with one of our Titan ships.
Yes, the Titan submarine. That's what we're going with.
We could repurpose one of our cannons.
How big are the cannons? In order to get a submarine that has people in it.
Well, not for one person.
Just one person?
Yeah.
We need to get 6 to 8 people down to the bottom.
Hmm. Well, I don't know if we have enough resources to build that many pods.
How about 4 to 6?
How about 2?
How about 3 and one much larger one?
This is why we were trying to research on how to build them outside of so we can send people through without having to go underwater.
Okay, the mines are only like floating like close to the surface, right? Or are they like all the way around?
Like 100 feet down,
Okay.
and beyond that is just too deep.
Can we like maybe go from the coast and just roll down from the coast towards where the
Hear me out.
bowling?
If we had a drill, we could drill under and then come up.
From the other side of the portal?
Yeah.
I mean, assuming the portal's still there. For any that come and go immediately when the creature.
So you think the portals are actually a portal between the ocean and the land? So if you drill on the land side, you can come up on the back side of the portal?
I mean,
Is that what you're thinking?
ocean has a bottom. Just
Well,
drill
yeah.
under the bottom.
Yeah. Well, you
Where's the
can't
water going to go?
drill under the bottom. You can't get to the bottom. That's the problem.
Well, through the water, no. But through
Start
land.
on the land and you
Yeah.
All right. I like the idea. All right. So we're going to use the land vehicle.
We don't have a drill, though.
Yeah.
Don't we have the drill on the end of the land vehicle still?
no.
You just have like a dune buggy.
We're
Pretty
gonna have
much.
to go
Jeep.
Jeep, yeah.
for that to work. We'd have to go get the drill.
That's 2 days back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Plan B. I am
We're
only,
like Plan E here. The next one's F.
I'm only 4 feet
I have a
tall.
Bentley.
I can take you with me, and we can make one submarine, and you and I go together.
Wait. So Plan E
Yeah.
is an interdimensional split of the party.
Yeah.
I'm not even that crazy.
Or that terrible to the game master.
Yeah,
For the
yeah,
party.
yeah, that-
Different dimensions.
Oh, boy.
Meanwhile, in the Planebreaker universe,
Oh. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Do you think my path token would help us?
What
You know
was
that
for again?
thing for accessing interdimensional travel that happened to come with my character?
you have a what?
I've been across. This isn't my home dimension, and I got a way to access other dimensions.
That's why I didn't recognize you. Holy cow! Can you do this for us?
Probably.
He reaches into my. I'll give you 1,000 shin. Open a portal and help us stop this thing.
Cool. Now I got to figure out how to use this thing again.
How does the token work?
So this off in the
Out
Planebreaker
from
book, or
books.
Yeah.
yeah, any idea which page?
I
I see a
know how
list
to
of items.
I know how to control that. RPG, Planebreaker.
Portal ring? What is it called?
It is a path token.
Path token. Let's see. Page 9. He's appearing as an ancient coin of exotic mintage, slightly cool to the touch. A path token accommodates a specific mode of interdimensional travel. When holding a path token, you can concentrate on the coin as an action. Doing so transports you and the 8 willing creatures standing next to you onto the path. While on the path and holding a token, you can apply your proficiency bonus to your Arcana check to make you navigate to a specific location the path connects to. So basically, you get onto the world between worlds, and you're able to decide.
Yeah, we just want to see if it connects up with those portals somehow.
Yay!
So, make an Arcana check.
It's him.
Yes, just him. He's holding it.
But I
Do you have guidance? I don't know. Nobody has
Nope.
guidance around here, do it. Oh, wait a minute. Dad, do you have guidance? You don't have any cantrips, never mind.
I don't
No.
think so. No.
No.
Are you gonna need an inspiration?
I have inspiration.
we could go for a really fun ride here, guys.
You're 1 of 1?
I got a 1. Interdimensional travel on a critical fail.
Okay, so
You want my inspiration?
I kind of want to see how this plays out.
Okay.
no one. Elron, Hank,
Fred and Ben?
Fred and Ben. Oh boy.
What about Garabakis? He's near us.
No,
Okay.
he's up on his porch and he sees all of you vanish. Like a purple portal opens up beneath all of you and you just and it closes.
Where's our money?
He's like, wait, I'm supposed to. Oh.
A freebie, nice.
Outstanding. We're in a different dimension.
When was Burberry?
Right? The rumble of an approaching wave crashes over you. Everything is scrubbed away in a surge of luminescent immaterial foam. A moment later, you're somewhere else. A ribbon-like path of wavering luminous fluid stretches through the sky, arcing high above a hazed landscape far below. The air is cool with a sweet, pungent aroma reminiscent of the smell following a lightning storm. Like water, a ribbon supporting you is sometimes as reflective as a mirror, and other times as transparent as glass. Unlike water, you stand easily upon it, even though each step spreads iridescent ripples. A slight undertow tries to draw you along the wavering surface down a path that meanders across the emptiness to a vanishing point lost in the thunderheads, flashing with far-off fury.
Try
How-
getting in there.
How are Fred and Ben working with us?
I remember why I never used this thing.
That's like the that one song from Willy Wonka when they were going through the tunnel.
Yes.
Appropriate.
You see below you the landscape of the plane from which you left. As you pass by, you hear various hints and tips of like people talking, familiar voices, familiar faces, but perhaps from other universes, other realities, other alternative outcomes. And so, as going through, you hear make a perception check.
Hearing?
Depends on could be hearing, could be seeing as well.
18.
I would like hearing.
I will do seeing.
Okay.
Either one. I got 18.
Natural 20.
I have an 8.
13.
You see Edgar's drill, and Edgar standing in front of the town of Omar, and them asking him what's going on. And those who can hear, and hear him say, like, well, what happened? And it's like, well, who saved you? Who's with you? No one. No one was you. No one. Nope. No one survived? Nope. Who helped you? Tank? The world where all the rest of you died, and he survived and went back home.
That was a good ending.
You want to make sure each of you make a survival check.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Ooh. 7.
6. 15.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
How about
Um,
Fred and Ben?
They both fall.
Hmm.
A
What?
fall from the
Aw.
path. I'll at least roll for them.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Which one's gonna be which?
Ben falls. A fall from the path to the surface of the plane below is generally about a mile.
Hmm.
Followers reach terminal velocity just after a round or two. So it's like, find an appropriate place to leave the path. Don't just fall.
Wait. We can see him though, right? As he falls.
Momentarily. It's almost like just a flash. He falls like through a puff of clouds as he's falling through. Like, flop!
You know, I take Earthbind, but I don't take Featherfall.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nor did I.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, well,
I guess we're falling.
Uncle
We're
Ben's
fine.
dead.
No. Uncle Ben's dead, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
We had great power, but we didn't use it responsibly.
No! Here I am being half Spider-Man.
The
Oh.
other half, nobody knows.
No one. No.
It's going to be another Arcana check with the path token to see finding a particular spot to go to.
Only him.
Yes.
19.
All right.
Someplace solved.
You feel a faint tug urging you forward after 2 hours of walking.
Oh my.
You see an extension of the path winding to a point, let's see, allowing you to walk safely rather than jump down.
Oh, good.
Yes. So let's see. Go to the mission.
See, kids, this is why we don't bring the infirm on a mission.
The children are okay.
Yes.
All right. Wait.
Hmm.
Oh goodness, they don't really put this together to just walk into it like this.
I saw something. What if, see, Ben already died, but Frank, right? Frank was the kid's name, right?
Fred.
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 Okay. What if, with my snake arm, I was to fight him, and it's a mutant, right? So if he ended up getting snake powers, like Spider-Man got, spider powers, and what if he became Ray Stantz? What if he became Ray Stantz? And so the time loop there, weird thing.
Hmm.
And I ended up being father, and his father, and he resents me. Yes. But he didn't know who his real parents were.
I don't know that that's...
What happened?
Hmm.
No.
No.
His name's not Ray.
I mean, names can change.
Crumbling structure so strange it's difficult to know what they represent stood a cyclopean wall 50 feet high. A single ominously tall statue, easily 150 feet tall, stands astride the wall like a sentinel, vaguely humanoid but with 4 arms and a grotesque, terrifying visage. A ragged cavity about 40 feet across breaches the wall. Through the hole is a city of mismatched buildings, most different from its neighbor in style, age, and state of repair. Its architects from hundreds of dimensions each contributed something to the city, then departed. And everything, in turn, is built on far older ruins that poke through here and there. Pale stone towers with no windows, crumbling statues like those interspaced along city walls, and free-floating stone spheres pockmarked with strange glyphs. Many of the spheres are hung with lamps of far more recent make. Lone figures and small groups of people move along the irregular lanes, far too few to match the size and number of divergent structures surrounding them. If you want to make a history check, just him. He's the only one who would know any of this.
1! I fail with style.
So we're getting 1. He gets something wrong. How does he lie to us?
Not lie.
Yeah.
Don't
Misinformation.
know it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
What has he misremembered?
Let's see. This
I have-
place is awesome.
Uh,
I know I've been here before, but I can't remember anything about it.
Nothing
Okay.
comes to mind at all.
Not a thing.
Just that it's
I
really,
don't know no one. I know nothing.
just
Me?
You just
Okay.
know that it's very awesome.
And large,
mm,
Interesting.
as far as I can
See?
that.
Yeah.
learn.
Interesting.
So, Fred, this is another dimension.
Oh, sir. I want to go back. Can I go back?
let's take him back. Can we take him
As soon as we find out how. But you have your money, right? I'm sure there's a candy shop around here.
back?
He starts coughing violently.
That doesn't sound good.
Do you need a doctor?
I might, sir. I think there's something in the air that's not so good for me here.
I don't have a nose.
Mm.
Do you guys know what the strange sound he's making is?
The coughing.
Do you still have your comprehend languages going, or how long is?
It's ritual. Lasts for an hour.
Oh, okay. So you've already had 2 hours walking. You want to try it again?
Sure. Ritual cast.
You see a sign that says "Time-born."
I'm born.
Kind
You
of
know what
triggers
that's-
little memory. Is like that is the name of the city, Time-born.
Oh, hey. That's the city name.
Okay.
I might have been through here once.
Do I see any place called, apothecary or doctor's office or medical lab or
No.
Orphanarium.
Make an Arcana check. Nope.
Hey, 21.
Time-born is a small city built on the Planebreaker that is home to extraplanar refugees and travelers. In the city of Time-born, strange and exotic coins can be found or purchased that give the bearer access to the multiverse.
This is where I got this thing.
The Library of Worlds is in the city of Time-born. There, archivists chronicle previously visited dimensions and extraplanar locations.
So we need to go there to figure out how to get back to where we were at.
Yes, they keep track of every place that has been traveled to through their system.
Well, then let's get there.
Yeah.
Through your you also see a representative walking around near the entrance wearing a badge. He approaches you and says, "I'm from the Interpreters Guild. Do you need an interpreter?"
Yes.
yes, I'm able to understand languages spoken to me, but I do need to touch the surface of an object for me to understand writing.
We could really use a lot of help.
Mm.
You have any babelfish?
My name is Darly Kos. Darli space Kos.
How much do you cost for your services as an interpreter?
We just came from a dimension that used shin.
Okay.
Not the bone, but a coin.
I have no idea what that is. So that's not a.
Or gold pieces?
Mm.
Is there an interdimensional money?
Mm. Whether you have come here accidentally or on purpose, Time-born welcomes you. Here you can find houses of rest, markets where inexplicable extraplanar treasures and oddities are bought and sold, and accumulated knowledge of the multiverse. But some people prefer beachcombing to the market, walking the causeways, reaching out into the sea of uncertainty, looking for salvage tossed up by the infinite planes.
That's us, salvage. Is there any place here that can explain the mysterious purple portals?
From the dimension that we were from, the city that we came from was being barraged with mostly underwater creatures from the sea that were coming from purple portals. Happens every 100 years or so. For a few
Well, I
months.
would have to ask the archivist. Do you have a name I can send to them?
Nope.
Like a name
No,
of
the name of the
planet?
place. The
Oh,
planet, the place, more details as to which universe you came from.
The land that we were from was Ledon.
That was the city.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Edgar Burroughs?
Not a person.
Sorry, a lot of people from a lot of places come here. There may be multiple people because
Of the same
multiple
person?
dimensions of the
Have you
same person.
heard-
So
Have you heard of Arcana?
Arcana, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we were in Arcana, and there was a city called Ledon, and that's where these portals were popping up.
I wasn't really from there, so
That was our last location.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah. There were a group there that were really racist, that were claiming that they were calling it the ninth Earth, something like that, and they were going to be calling Midgard.
Midgard.
That's what the one group claimed is what they're.
That name does seem familiar.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, they could be using it out of context. They, but
Well, I am happy to guide you as a courtesy, of course, offered by the Interpreters Guild. Where would you like to go? A tavern, perhaps, to take your ease? I recommend Sava's Cross-Plane Cantina. The clientele there are especially welcoming to newcomers. Or maybe you're looking for another path token. The World Sweat Market usually has some on offer, though if you keep your eyes peeled, you might just find one lying in the gutter.
we probably need to either find out information or make money.
are the pet tokens like one-time use?
Some are.
Well, how's yours looking?
I'm afraid to use it.
Can you tell us if that one is one-time use or?
Let me take a look at it, sir.
There you go.
This has 4 more uses to get to the path.
Okay. You messed up 4 more times.
Hmm.
Is there anywhere we can temporarily house unexpected company that came with us along the path?
As I said, Sava's Cross-Plane Cantina. Inn and tavern.
Yeah, let's go to the tavern. I feel like we need a short rest. Or a long rest.
We tend to use goods and services rather than commerce. So if you were able to provide particular service, building something, working on something, or whatever the innkeeper needs you to do.
Hear that, Fred? You're washing dishes.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Breaking dishes, got it.
Just remember, bend the knives, blunt the forks. You'll do fine.
I don't understand reference.
It's what Bilbo Baggins hates.
Okay.
Mm.
That song went by very quickly, so I didn't catch all the words to it.
Any other questions you have about Timeborn?
Where are we?
This city is Timeborn, located on the Planebreaker. We are a city of newcomers, though some of the old-timers have been here for centuries. You can escape all the cares of your home plane in Timeborn, or rest, or become a planar explorer, dimensional salvager, or seeker after all the mysteries of the multiverse. On the Planebreaker, you are not judged. Timeborn is a city built on a mystery that predates the multiverse.
And what is the Planebreaker?
A cursed moon hurtling through the multiverse, crashing from one plane to the next, never at rest, forever fleeing a catastrophe that predates existence itself. This tumbling rock visits all demi-worlds, all planes, and all dimensions in time.
This place sounds cool.
As you walk around, you see there's not a whole lot of people in the city.
Probably a hungry inn.
That salvage thing seems pretty safe. Maybe we could do that.
Is the salvaging safe?
Uh,
No.
Finding a coin in the gutter, you mean?
Nobody's going to ask why there's not a whole lot of people.
Hey, why are there a lot
not
of people?
people?
Yeah,
There are
Alaska
no
ones.
births here, ever. The population is only replenished by new people who arrive and stay, but mortals eventually die, even if some claim they're aging more slowly or not at all, and the divine and demonic never stay long for reasons of their own.
You hear that, Fred? They're gonna love having an extra child here.
I'm not going to have any friends.
Yeah, you will. They just might not be your same age.
Did you have any friends back in town?
Oh, I did. I'll never see them again, will I?
Yeah, if we can get you back on the path towards there. Sure.
Might be a slightly alternate dimension.
You will have better experience and knowledge by the time it's time to go back.
Just don't do it
Ooh.
then did.
Pete Fudor says, someone craft a box with a square hole. Nope, can entertain babies. And it's in that picture.
It's in the square hole.
It's in the square hole.
Exactly.
Have you seen that video, Dad?
No, I haven't seen it.
There's a video of a guy that's putting, using the blocks to put things in the hole, right? But of course, instead of putting all the blocks into proper, shaped holes, everything happens to fit into the square hole. And so then there's a woman on the other side of the video that's saying, no, please stop, no.
Where does this go? That's right, in the square hole.
Yeah, every shape fit in the square in some
Yeah.
way.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
All right, well,
You see, the city of Timeborn features several large streets radiating out from a hub. Some of the older streets are cobbled. Beneath that is much older pale stone, the same kind used as causeways beyond the walls. They emanate radially from a central hub where the gates lead to passages beneath the city. Streets are lined with a cacophony of structures that architecturally conflict with each other: brick towers, glass domes, metallic paneled huts, grand chapels, and hundreds of other buildings stand cheek to jowl.
okay.
Not cheek to cheek.
Well, let's head to this tavern and maybe get started that way.
Sure, that's where our guide is guiding us to.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't check ID as you're going in. I mean, they said they really don't care about your past, so.
But do they care if you have a future?
You're here. You don't have a future.
Shh, don't tell
So, go in, let's see. You see a tiefling running the crossplane. Oi, my name's Sava Krish. And you see a staff of about 20 people just running around and delivering drinks and setting up things in multiple areas. Care for a drink or a place to stay?
Yes.
And a job.
Oh.
We just got here and we have no idea what's going on.
Jet lag is immense.
Okay.
One member did not make it.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that.
How much for a kid?
We joke.
To get a room!
Yeah.
If we need to keep him safe while we out.
Well, we see a lot of currency around here, and at this point,
What jobs can we do?
you have Shin, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I have the coins Shin. I don't have Shin.
Okay, the coins, yes. We go by weight, and so a lot of people have gold coins, Shin, whatever other currencies. Close enough is close enough. So whatever you have has the same value here.
Okay.
A path token, though, sells for about 10 gold.
Well, that's pretty cheap.
Buying one costs 25.
That's still pretty cheap. Okay. We need to get more of those.
Are
We
those
can
the
have
single
fun.
use ones or the multi-use
Those
ones?
are the single-use ones.
Ah, there we go.
Just hand it to someone, tell them to go on their merry way and make sure they get a one. New execution method. Kick them off the path as you go by.
So I'd say probably about 10 shin be fine for each of you.
All right.
Oh.
All right, I guess I'm paying for Fred.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Is there a place that
And this
Watches
is for the
over-
night stay, right?
Huh?
And this is for the night stay.
interplanar
Yeah.
orphans?
Well, there's the.
We didn't really intend for him to come along. Also, he needs to know where the closest candy shop is because he kind of wants candy.
He runs off of sugar.
All right, I did find a more just specific description of this cantina. This 4-story structure features an expansive, multi-tiered deck where food and drinks are served. The deck looks out over the world-swept market's busy stalls and shops, and up at an unobstructed view of the planar location the Planebreaker is currently visiting.
Nice. So, what do we see in the unobstructed view that we're visiting? You brought it up.
Now you described it.
Just make up a random plane. Are there snakes? Are there snakes on this plane?
There's an entire, yeah, just this multiple places you're passing by. There's ones that are just all you see are snakes. There's one that all you see are just all you just see is water and purple portals.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Wonder if we can like go into one of those portals and go out the other side to that.
Basically, you're just seeing these things. You need the path key in order to focus with the Arcana check to go to a specific place. Otherwise, you veer off course and get lost in the
I
ether.
think we're in a much cooler place right now.
Gotcha.
It is already 8 o'clock if you want to call it here. And
What
I can
was
do-
the cantina and the barkeep's name?
Okay, the barkeep, it's Sava, Savva, Crossplane Cantina. And the barkeep is Sava Kresh, Kresh.
So Sava Cross Plain Cantina.
Yes.
Okay.
And the barkeep is Sava. So, now that we're using the Planebreaker book, you're all level 5. You level,
Yay!
you level up, you get a long rest,
Yes.
Okay.
and we'll none of them finally get, because it recommends minimum level 5 in order to start doing the Planebreaker stuff.
Okay.
Like, okay.
All right. End the stream and we upgrade
Yes.
off stream. Okay.
End the stream
Oh,
and
you gotta
level
do
up.
honors to.
And now we have to figure out what to do with an orphan.
I mean, they can try to send him back.
Yeah.
What do you do with an orphan child? What do you do with an orphan?
Build an orphanage.
Sorry. Plankton Avernus.
Until next time, happy gaming. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.